I'm Angela Stribling. As you can see, there is a class in session here at the Alexandria Friends School. I'm going to speak today with the founder and head of school, William Stewart, about how he and other teachers are changing the lives of young students. Alexandria Friends School is a school based on Quaker values.
Yes.
Talk about that. What does that mean?
Well, I think for someone who's not familiar with the Religious Society of Friends, more commonly known as Quakers, the easiest way to do that is to give you an acronym, SPICES, S-P-I-C-E-S. The first S is for simplicity. The second is P, peace. Then you have I for integrity, C for community, E for equality, and S for stewardship.
Okay.
And Quakers refer to these as testimonies, things that they use to guide their living. And we try to incorporate that into what we do here at Alexandria Friends School.
Sounds wonderful. I know one of the things you do, you build your students, their community awareness. Mm-hmm. Can you talk about some ways that you do that?
Well, we start the year out after a day of orientation by taking all the kids on a camping trip. And one of the things that happens there is that we work together to prepare our meals, clean up after ourselves, that kind of thing, so that everyone's pitching in, everyone's helping out. So you begin to develop that. The other thing is that this gives the students an opportunity to get to know one another, to get to know the staff, without being in the formal classroom environment.
Okay. I know that your enrollment is very low right now. You've got 8 students. Do you want it that small?
Oh no, I think that the optimum size for our school would be about 50 students, which gives us an opportunity to interact not only with them, but with their families as well. For example, one of the first events that we have in the school year is an international potluck dinner where we all come together just for an evening of getting to know one another better and socializing.
Do you think maybe parents might be intimidated because it's a friend school and think maybe I can't afford it?
Well, our tuition is probably somewhat below the average for this area for private schools. And so I think that certainly it's affordable for most of the families who come here, and we do offer some scholarship assistance to the extent that we can afford to provide it.
How does a student qualify to becoming a student here?
Well, we don't have an admissions examination as many private schools do. Instead, we have a fairly extensive interview process, which involves getting the application filled out, getting personal and professional references for the student, and then having a one-on-one conversation to try to understand just exactly whether or not this is a good fit.
What would you say is the best thing about going to school at Alexandria Friends School?
I think that many of our students come to us with a fair amount of personal baggage that gets in the way of their learning. And when they come here and they understand that we are going to be patient, caring, we're going to establish a relationship of trust, most of them find that they can put down that baggage and then just get down to being a student again.
How challenging would you say that the Alexandria Friends School is academically?
Well, we like to say that we meet the student where he or she is, which means what is their level of preparedness when they come to us, and then bring them forward from there. And so the challenge is to that individual student again, is to get them up to speed, whatever that means from where they come from. I can give you some examples. We had a student who barely wrote when they came to us and is now writing all the time. Their reading level went up 2.5 grades in 1 year. And I think, again, simply because that person felt comfortable here, because this was the right fit.
That makes all the difference.
Absolutely.
William, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's a great thing what you're doing here.
It's great to be with you.
We'll have more Let's Talk Live right after this.